Hello friends, I hope you are well. As a plant lover, we all have up and downs with plants. Some plants are growing like a weed, you don't have to pay attention to them at all. Some, on the other hand, are your biggest struggles. No matter how much effort or attention you put onto them, they're refusing to grow and just keeps going downhill. In today's video, I'm going to show you the Hoyas that I'm struggling at this moment. First, Hoya. I know this plant used to be my true joys. I grew this plant from cutting and they were really good growers. Back in the summer, I decided to chop this plant into several cuttings and root them in moss to make a moss experiment and also see if they can grow really good and I can have a bigger pot of Hoya. Well, after they're growing really good in moss, I decided to put them back in soil and I made a big mistake. Since I put them back into soil, they started to die off one by one. I know where the problem is. I overpotted this Hoya. Even though they have a tons of cutting and they all have root system, their root system was really weak. When I put all of the rooted cutting into that pot, the root system are so weak that they cannot adapt it to that moisturized environment, so they keep dying one by one, and this is what I left off. I have these plants in propagation box and under my growing light with moss under it, so hopefully I can revive these plants and let it grow into be a big plant again. But yes, this is all left right now. Next, Hoya retusa. This is actually a really new plant to me. It's probably my newest plant at this moment. So I don't really know much about these plants, as I mentioned before. It actually grows a tons of flowers. The flower is beautiful and it has just covered the whole plant and it's really beautiful and they grow really good. But after flowers down, the plant started to wither away and a lot of branches has died off, so that's all I left with. It looks really good at this moment, but it looks really sad about a month or two ago. I found out that this Hoya needs a lot of water. I water all my Hoya in the same time, like every week or every week and a half. And this Hoya cannot wait to drink water. And if I don't water it earlier, it will like wither away and all the branches will die off. So yes, I think somebody also mentioned on my previous video that this Hoya does need a lot of water compared to the other Hoya. So yes, I'm started to giving this Hoya tons of waters, not wait until a week or a week and a half or when it's dried off. So it started bouncing back and actually has a new branch coming out right here. So yes, I have an up and down with this Hoya for about 3 and 4 months. Finally, I feel like we're out of the wood. And next is Hoya rutiflora. I probably butchered this name really bad, but it's also a new Hoya to me that I still don't know how to take care of this Hoya. So here is what I left at this moment. Not like left, that's what I have at this moment. So when I purchased this Hoya, I think these 3, let me do this way. Those 3 come with this Hoya cutting, and it's come like this one. And for a whole year, it's only grow 4 leaves. It's growing really slow. I put this Hoya in soil and in Leica, and it just refused to grow, and it just really ugly in that single pot with those 4 leaves dangling down. I heard that if you chop the Hoya, it will actually stimulate this Hoya into survival mode to actually growing. So that's what I did. I chopped this Hoya into 3 sections and put those 3 sections in my propagation box. And so far, I haven't seen anything yet. There's no root on those cuttings either, as you can see. And that's all the roots from that pot. So yeah, I'm still struggling with this Hoya, but hopefully it will growing because it's such a cute little Hoya. I love those round leaves, so I hope I can have a bigger Hoya from those 3 cuttings. Finger crossed. Next is my Hoya Purpurea, a Royal Hawaiian purple. I cannot believe I'm saying this. As you guys probably all know, I love purple color, so this is probably one of my favorite Hoya. Even though I never see it flowering, but I saw the picture. It's so beautiful. That's the whole reason I want this Hoya so bad. I got this Hoya from cutting and it got really good in a small pot and it got really long, but it was dangling really long, so I decided to chop this Hoya into, I believe it's more than 2. Right now I only have 2 surviving plants right here, but I chopped them off and then I root them in water, either water or mica, and they go really good. The problem is when I put them back into soil, I first put them into a really shallow clay pot. They dry up so fast that it just won't survive the dryness. So I decided to pot this one back, but I pot it back into way bigger pot, as this root system is still really weak, so they cannot absorb water that fast. So it started to create a root rot. So I put them back into this not too small, not too bigger pot. Now it's a winter, I haven't seen anything yet. There's some purple tips on some of the roots. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, there's some root tips from everywhere, but there's no new growth at this moment. But I think the leaves looks pretty good, pretty plump, so I think it's actually started to go uphill, hopefully, finger crossed. Also, I updated my window plant setup. I will show you on the next video, but this one's actually on my new setup and near the window, and I think that's actually helped. I was a little bit worried about the new setup because it was so close to the window, but since this one reacts really well with this new setup, so yes, I think this one started going up, which I'm really excited. But yeah, it has been my struggle Hoya for several months, I believe. The last Hoya on my list, surprise, is my sunset again. I'm gonna show you my new sunset so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Look at those 2. The big difference in them. This one I bought from cutting, a really small rooted cutting. This one I bought from cutting too, but it was way back, like 2 years ago. And look at those 2. And here's my old sunset. So yeah, this one is definitely has been my struggling plant for I don't know how long, more than a year already. You all probably already know about this Hoya. I've been struggling with this one for a long time. It's going from cutting like the one I mentioned before, but it keeps dying off. It's like I really want to give up on this plant, but it keeps growing. It tries so hard to grow a new shoot. You can see all the new baby plants coming out, and that's the whole reason I have not thrown this plant away. It's been my headache for so long, but I just can't when it keeps trying to growing something, but then it will die off like all the other one. Like right here, there's a died off branch, and right here there's another died off branch. So it will grow a little bit, and then it will die off. It will try to grow another, and then it will die off. So I really have no idea what I should do with this plant. I think I may just pot this one back into a very small pot and put under my growing light, the lowest level where it gets the most humidity, and I'm just gonna let it struggle. I'll chop off all the dead branches and let it to grow as a new. Hopefully this time it can grow something out of it. I really don't want to give it up, but if it still keeps going this way, I may have to. I don't know. I just this is really a big struggle plan for me at this moment, or for more than a year already actually. And here is my new sunset. I just want to show you how good this one growing is, which means it's not my fault. In a way, it's actually that plant definitely has some problem, because look at this thing. This sunset is so beautiful and just keeps growing. Like, I love this plant so much. It's just truly make me think of sunset on the beach or in the mountain. Look how beautiful those leaves are. So those are my troublemakers. What are yours? I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please click like and subscribe. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Happy growing!